Britt. Today we're doing a morning yoga practice for stiff aching joints. If you like, you can do this gentle sequence in the morning so you get some extra looseness and mobility as you start your day. You can do this practice on your yoga mat, or even you can do it in your bed before you get up. So that's a nice option to have. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that I've created a 3-part beginner-friendly yoga video series for your everyday aches and pains. I call it Feel Good Yoga. There's one video for lower back pain, one video for tight hips and legs, and one video for tension in the neck and shoulders. You will find a link to download this Feel Good Yoga series in the description for this video. So be sure that you check it out when you're done here. Okay, let's get started. If you're practicing this sequence lying down in your bed, you might want to turn so that you can reach your arms overhead. So take a moment to just feel your body sinking down. And just connecting with your breath, connecting with the present moment. And then we're going to bend the knees. Wrap the arms around the knees. Give yourself a nice big hug. Check in with your lower back, with your spine. See how it feels today. Maybe rock side to side if that feels good. And then release the legs on the mat or on your bed. Reach the arms overhead. Point the toes and stretch from the fingertips to the toes. Stretching long, long, long from the fingertips to the toes. And then bend the knees, wrap the arms around the legs again. Another big hug. Starting to move this morning. And again, release the legs on the mat or on your bed. Reach the arms overhead. This time flex the feet. Flex the feet strongly, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, and then stretch, stretch, stretch from the fingertips to the heels. Stretching long, stretching the back body. And release. And then bend the knees, place the feet flat on your mat or on your bed. And then we're going to move the arms, synchronizing the movement with the breath. So inhale and circle the arms up towards the ceiling, and then keep circling, 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 and then place the backs of your hands down on the floor above your head or on the bed. And then on the exhale, we're going to bring the arms back, fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling, and then keep circling the arms until the palms of your hands are on either side of the hips. Again, inhale the arms up and over. Exhale the arms up and down. One more time, just like this. Inhale the arms up, over. Exhale the arms up, down. Now we'll do the same thing, but we'll bring the hips along with us. So inhale the arms up and then bring the hips up towards the ceiling, pressing with the soles of the feet. And then on the exhale, bring the arms and the hips back down to the floor. Inhale, arms and hips going up. Exhale, arms and hips coming down. One more time. Inhale, arms and hips. Exhale, coming back down to the mat. Now bend the knees, the thighs into the chest, and we're going into a cactus arms position. So for cactus arms, you're going to have the elbows bent at a 90-degree angle, and then allow your arms to rest on the floor or on the bed on either side of your head. So arms bent at a 90-degree angle. cactus arms. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, bring both knees to the left, finding a nice twist, and then just looking up towards the ceiling, finding some softness in the spine, in the lower back, in the hips. A little softness in the shoulders too. Connect with your breath. And then strong belly, come back to center. Take a moment at center, finding your spine on the floor or on your bed, just connecting with your present moment. And then we'll do the second side. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, bring both knees to the right. And allow the legs to release and rest on your right side. Looking up towards the ceiling. Allowing softness in the spine, in the back, in the hips, in the shoulders. And just breathe. Finding that nice, yummy twist. Strong belly, come back to center. And release the feet down, knees bent. And we're going to release the arms this time and have the arms on the side. We're going into another bridge pose like we did before. So inhale and bring the hips up towards the ceiling. Now this time, bring your awareness to the back of your neck and see if you can find some nice length in the back of your neck. And then move your awareness down to your two hip bones and see if you can extend the two hip bones up towards the ceiling. And then bring the awareness farther down to your thighs and imagine that you're squeezing a yoga block between your thighs. Imagine that you've placed a yoga block or like a really thick book between your thighs and you're going to squeeze that block. As you do this, as you squeeze that imaginary block, notice how your lower back releases, your glutes release, and you can find some nice softness in your spine and your lower back. So squeeze an imaginary yoga block between your thighs and notice how your lower back softens and releases. Notice how the glutes release too. And now we're going to slowly, mindfully lower back down, one vertebrae at a time. Very slow, mindful movement. And then when your hips reach the floor or the bed, bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the hips to open, the knees to release. Taking a moment here, a couple of breaths. Let's do that one again. So bring the knees down. Bring the feet down, knees up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring the hips up towards the ceiling for bridge pose. Back of the neck lengthens. Awareness on the hip bones reaching up. Squeeze that imaginary block between the thighs. Allow the lower back to release and soften. Allow the glutes to release. And then lowering down one vertebrae at a time. Slowly, slowly releasing down to the floor. Once your hips reach the floor, bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the hips to open and soften. Allow the knees to release down. Doing awesome. Let's do this one more time. Place the feet down on the floor or on the bed. Rising up, long neck. Hip bones going up to the ceiling. Soften the lower back, soften the glutes. You know how to do that by squeezing that imaginary block. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lower down to the floor. And then soles of the feet together. Allow the hips to release and soften. And then bend the knees, or rather bring the knees together. And then bend into the chest, wrap the arms around the knees, nice big hug, another big hug. Check in with your spine, with your back, see if rocking side to side feels good. And then we're going to roll over onto the side. Use the strength in your arms to push yourself up. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. I hope that you enjoyed this sequence. If you did, make sure to like the video. You can leave a comment below and you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. I'll see you next time.